Hey guys, here's my initial review on the 4-inch lift kit that I installed on the 2020 Platinum here. Today is Sunday, February 16th. I wrapped up the install on Thursday, 3 days ago, and first impressions are I'm loving it. So I'm going to do a little walk around on the truck, show you, up underneath the wheel wells, and give you a little bit more information on the kit itself. And I am going to do another review in the future. I just wanted to make this initial review just to give you guys a little idea of what I think so far. And then, I'll wait 2, 3, 4 months, maybe even a little bit longer, just to, kind of do a follow-up and let you guys know how the kit is holding up. So, installed it on Thursday, and install was not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's the first time I've ever done a lift kit. So, and I did it in my garage. I didn't have a lift. I had it on jack stands. I was actually going to make an install video on it. But it was a little more involved than I planned on, and the video just wasn't happening. I started doing the install video, and it just wasn't happening. It was just too involved for me to worry about the camera and angles and blah, blah, blah. So, but let's head on outside the truck here and walk around, show you the kit itself, and just kind of tell you what I think about it so far. Okay, so there's the side view, the side profile. As you can see, I don't know if the video or pictures are going to do it justice, but I did get a true 4 inches in the front and a true 2 inches in the rear. Again, I'm not sure if the video is going to show it all that well, but I did measure before and after in the same location, and it was a true 4 inches in the front, a true 2 inches in the rear. So that's the side profile. So let's take a closer look here. In the front, again, you can kind of see, and just so you guys know, I am going to be doing, I'm going to be ordering the new wheels and tires. I'm going to be going up to 35s. These are obviously the stock Platinum. I plastic dipped them, that's why they're black. But they are the stock wheels and tires that came on the 20 Platinum. So I am going to be going up to 35s. I'm not exactly sure what wheels I'm going with yet. I have a few that I like, but I am going to be going up to 35-inch tires. I'm most likely either going to go with one of everybody's favorites, the Ridge Grapplers, or I did find another tire that I really like. You don't hear much about them, but the Kenda Cleaver. I don't know if it's new. I personally like them, but you don't hear too much about them, so I do like that tire, so I'm not exactly sure which one I'm going with, but I am going to 35s to fill out these wheel wells here. So to me, it looks a little silly right now with the big gaps in the wheel well with these, smaller tires. But anyway, so as you can see up underneath, you have the new upper control arms, the 4-inch spacer, right there on top of the strut, and I'm going to address that right now. Before, when I was doing a bunch of research on these kits and talking to everybody, this is the first time I've ever lifted one of my trucks, and so many people were telling me, don't do a spacer kit, don't do a spacer kit, the ride is tough, the ride is horrible, blah blah blah. But then you talk to people who actually have them and they say no, it's not bad at all. I think what happens is people who do a lot of off-roading, I don't know if I would recommend this kit, because I'm sure off-roading it would probably get a little bit stiff and the ride wouldn't be all that great. But I'm not going to lie to you, I don't do much off-roading. The extent of my off-roading is pretty much driving down a gravel road to launch my boat. So I've had this kit on for 3 days so far, not a long time, but it feels just like factory. It is not a rough ride whatsoever. I wouldn't consider it rough at all. It literally just feels like factory, just 4 inches higher. So again, you can see the spacers right there on top of the strut. New upper control arms. It did come with a differential drop kit, so we got that installed as well. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see that, but down there would be the differential drop kit installed. Sway bar spacers, which you can see. I don't know if you can see, but the sway bar spacers right there to lower the sway bar down a little bit. So all in all, like I said, it was kind of a pain in the ass to install. I did it myself for the most part, with the exception of a little help from a good friend of mine who helped me with the upper control arms, because there was just no way for me to get the upper control arms back in and get that long bolt through. So I did have a little help there, and he helped me with a couple other smaller things, but for the most part I did it basically myself. So, which glad I did. Got to see kind of how it all works and goes together, and first time I've ever done a lift kit on a truck, so glad I did, but wasn't fun at all. So all right, so that's the view from underneath the front wheel well there. Same thing on the passenger side, so maybe I'll do just a quick walk around on the truck so you can kind of see it from different angles. So again, I'm not sure how well the video is gonna, show the actual lift itself. as far as like the space, you know, the gaps in the wheel wells, but there it is right there. Again, passenger side, same thing up underneath there. I won't go into detail there. Same thing on both front sides. The rear was basically just, they give you strut extenders, which is what you see right there. Basically just goes on top of the factory strut. You can install the 5100s, the Bilstein 5100s if you wanted to. Again, I have no reason to at this point because it rides so well. I'm very impressed with how this kit is riding so far, especially after hearing so many people say spacer kits aren't good and it's a rough ride. I completely disagree after having this kit on for 3 days. I mean, I've intentionally hit bumps just to see what it would feel like. And I mean, if you hit like a really good bump, you may feel a little bit more stiff than factory, but it's not bad at all. And honestly, if I didn't know the lift kit was there, I probably would never even notice. So, but just everyday driving, little bumps here and there, there's no difference in factory ride versus this. So you can see the strut spacer, the strut spacers right there. And then it came with 2-inch blocks, which I should be able to give you a look at, I think. So they're just the 2-inch standard blocks that would go underneath the leaf springs there. They give you the longer U-bolts, of course. So that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. So let me back up. I'll give you another kind of profile shot of from the side. I really cannot wait to get the 35s. Sorry, my watch is talking to me right now. I really can't wait to put the 35s on here with the new wheels. I was going to stick with the factory wheels and just put bigger tires on, but these are only 20 by 8s. So I'm going to go up to either 20 by 9 or 20 by 10. Of course, I got to watch the offset and the back spacing and all that good stuff. I don't want to do a whole lot of trimming. I'm not against it, but I don't want. I'd rather just, you know, if I can get away with either just minor plastic trimming, or I definitely don't want to get in any kind of like body mount chops or anything like that. So, but there it is. Again, guys, I can't say it enough. I'm very impressed with this kit so far. Rides really well. I will do a follow-up video in the future just to kind of let you guys know how it's holding up. I did have it aligned. And I'll put a link, or if it'll allow me. There was one video that I watched before I did the install myself, which was very helpful, and they show you a little trick on how to keep the alignment as close as possible, you know, after you do the kit until you actually get it professionally aligned. If you just search the ReadyLift kit for a Tundra, you'll see it's like a 10-minute video, and it takes you kind of step by step of how to do the install. It was very helpful, and there is a tip in there on showing you about the alignment. But I finished up the install on Thursday, and had it professionally aligned yesterday, Saturday morning, and no problems whatsoever getting it aligned. The other thing too I will address, because again I know people are going to ask, the TSS system, the Toyota Safety Sense system, no issues whatsoever. Again, I got a 4-inch lift in the front, 2 inches in the rear, no issues with the TSS safety system whatsoever. My sensors still work, no problems there. So I'm thrilled all around with the kit. I really am, and I'm glad I went this route. You know, I got the kit on sale, didn't pay an arm and a leg for it. Of course, you know, I'm sure you guys know if you're looking at coilover kits, you can be talking a few $1,000s, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a really good coilover kit. And again, if you're not doing any off-roading, in my opinion, it's not needed. If you're happy with the factory ride, you'll be happy with this because it feels basically identical. So, all right, guys. So that's my initial review on this kit. So I will keep you guys posted in the future, and you know, I'll be doing a few more truck videos in the near future as well. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.